It's me again. I think I want to talk about something a little more practical today. February 18th is going to be 24 years with my husband, and we've been married for 21. We share four amazing boys. He adopted my oldest when we got married in 2004. My oldest was born Christmas Eve 92, and his biological father, passed away when he was 5 months old. And I was only 17 years old. And God saw to put in my path this beautiful man who has been his dad in every way that counts, every way imaginable. He's married and off on his own now. He just turned 33. Together we share a 22-year-old, 18, and 12-year-old boys. I'm kind of grossed out by the term boy mom because I'm the mother of boys. Let's just call me that, a mom of boys, not a boy mom, because I've seen some really weird stuff online under the boy mom handle. I would like to start this off also by saying happy wife, happy life is disgusting. I don't want to hear that. It's happy house, happy spouse, happy house in this house. My husband's happiness is every bit as important as mine. That man works his knuckles to the bone, works them bloody to provide his big, beautiful house, and he keeps our cars running, which are paid off in full. I help out with my little job that I got, but mostly it's on his shoulders, and I do everything I can to bring him peace at the end of the day. I see so many women who just do not know how to treat their husband, especially one who willingly gives up everything for you and any children that you might have or share. My husband is the leader of our home. He has been a gracious foundation for which we built this life that we share. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be. But men are so crucial and vitally important. And so many women are putting off marriage and family and kids for whatever reason. I'm just going to tell you this right now. If you want kids, do not wait. Do not wait until you're 40 years old and you think, oh, I'm just going to do it now. Sure, sometimes that works. But your fertility is not guaranteed at 40 if you don't have other problems already. If you are naturally fertile and you've been suppressing it, you're going to deal with all kinds of problems later if you decide that you want to have a baby. And I hope you can. I was very blessed to be very fertile. I should have more than 4 children, though. When I turned 40, I had the first in a series of miscarriages. So if you want children, don't wait. Don't wait. And for all of you who think you're going to get that top 1%, again, I wish you luck. But if you know anything, you know how many women are competing for that top 1%. I'm not saying you can't have standards, but if you insist that whoever you marry has to be over 6 foot, you're cutting out a whole lot of really good men. You really are. I only 5'2" myself. My mother is 4'6" and my dad is 5'6". My husband is 5'10". That is plenty tall enough for me. Plenty tall enough. In fact, it's perfect. We fit perfectly together. So you're closing yourself off to a possible life of joy and happiness based on something completely superficial and out of his control. All of you people who are wanting the man that makes 6 figures or more, again, good luck. But there are a lot of women competing for those men. I am completely happy with my electrician husband. He's also a certified welder and can do side jobs if need be. But he is an electrician by trade, licensed, and that is nothing to sneeze at. You people don't want the blue-collar workers anymore? I mean, that's the heart, the blood, the soul, the sweat, the tears of the United States of America, the trades. And I'm hoping that every one of our sons will go into those trades. My son's working in automotive, the oldest, the married one. He's working in automotive. And That's a really great skill. It's really useful to know how to work on cars. We drive fully paid off Dodge Ram and Oldsmobile Alero. And you know what? He keeps them running in immaculate shape. So our priority went into where we put our heads at night. That was our priority. Some flashy car, what good is that when you're pulling up to a rundown house with busted plumbing or something, you know? We put our money into our house, our home. Once all the kids are gone, we're going to sell this house and we're going to buy a little RV and we're going to hook up the motorcycle and we're going to travel around the United States of America. And at this rate, I don't know if we're going to have grandchildren, which is sad. It is. But my 33-year-old is married to someone much older, so that's not going to happen there. The 22-year-old doesn't like the company of women. The 18-year-old says he never wants to have a family or a wife. But I'm not putting too much stock in that because my husband said the same thing until we met. And the 12-year-old, he does say, as of now, he definitely wants to have a wife and he wants to be a dad. And I'm hoping he'll do it in that order. But that's still so long away. He's 12. I just want him to develop some skills so he can support himself and maybe a family one day. I would like to be young enough to enjoy being a grandma, but I'm not rushing any of my kids into something they're not ready for. I still have hope for the 18-year-old, but he's still into his Xbox phase and all that. Ladies, the whole reason I made this is to let you know how important men are. And the man bashing is just disgusting. And I hear people tell me all the time, well, you must have never been through anything. Yeah, I have. But I don't blame every man walking and breathing for the actions of just the few that did hurt me. I've talked a little bit about my story on my YouTube channel, my grooming and things like that, stalking. But I came from chaos. My entire existence was chaos from my first breath. So I do know. I know a lot about a lot. But I also know that men contribute most of the labor that keeps our world running. And if all the men in the world took the same collective 24-hour period off, that's for where it is in the world. If they all took the same 24-hour period off, the world would collapse. There would be chaos. It would be awful. And that's just one day. So how about appreciate men? Find the good ones. Thank them. Make their lives easier because they carry everything on their shoulders.